in high school football, anything can happen. Anybody can win on any Friday night.
I agree.
I'm Gary Hoff, along with Chris Schultz, of course, and let's just get into it. First of all, let's call out some of our sponsors.
Yeah, stop banging on the table. You're making our camera screw up there.
I get excited sometimes.
That's
Okay. So yeah, well anyway, we're here at 32 Taps, back in the garden. What are we calling this room?
I think this is the garden room.
The garden
here in Carleton, Michigan.
Carleton, Michigan, the garden room. Thanks to Chuck Collard for letting us film here, and we do appreciate it. It's packed in the other room.
It is.
We had to come in here to have a little piece to do this. Yeah. What is that? What do you call it?
This is a Kunin's Drippa. It's a double rice IPA out of Warren, Michigan. Eric Kunin is the owner up there at Kunin's Brewery.
And it's an award winner, you said?
It's an award winner. I don't know.
So they got you.
Europe.
Okay, they got you. Okay, so again, our sponsors, Gerwick Nissan. We're going to have Gerwick Nissan's Player of the Game. We're going to do that last. Go see John over there.
Game of the week.
What'd I say?
Player of the game. He's not the best in the business for nothing, people.
And there goes the phone. Yeah, okay. So, Game of the Week, not Player of the Week. But you can check out our Players of the Week, posted by Frank on the blog. Had some excellent performances last week. So, yeah, Gerwick Nissan, go see John for a great deal on a Nissan. Level Up, John Carabino, all your workout needs. Lose weight, workout,
He's trained a lot of the kids that are playing.
Get ready for the
Friday night.
Yeah, he has. Like many.
Many of them, yes.
And who else? Vince's in Newport on Ponapole Road in Dixie. Little Vinny's, go see Jeff Dollar Dogs on Mondays. And Varsity Athletic. Randy Wyndham, they do screen print on shirts and everything. You need shirts for your teams or for your anything.
Uniforms, he does it all.
Uniforms, yeah. Randy Wyndham does it all. Go see them in Monroe, and they do a great job. Is that it? Who else we got? Larson's
Bar and Grill in Monroe,
sponsor?
Man. I don't know. I guess they are. I don't know. Their ad's up there.
Larson's Bar and Grill in Monroe. Coldest beer, voted the best burger again. So yeah, go see Don at Larson's Bar and Grill and treat their waitresses and cocktail servers and bartenders nicely. Okay, so let's get into it.
Dive into games, man. That was a long time. We got about 3 minutes left here to do this show.
We do not. It's important to get our sponsors in there. Okay, let's jump into it. 1-2 Melvindale at 2-1 Carlson. What do you got, Chris?
100-0.
100-0.
Carlson.
I knew that was coming. Melvindale they have less than 20 players on the team.
You know what? They have good coaching. They have good kids. They play hard. We saw them in a scrimmage. They just don't have enough to compete with Carlson.
They don't. This is going to be blowout city for the Marauders because they await Allen Park in a couple weeks. Moving on. 1-2 Bedford at 2-1 Saline.
I don't like this matchup for the Mules at all. I'm going with Saline.
I agree with that. Saline's still the class of the SEC, one of the better teams in the area, and Bedford. Well, this is if they want to write the season. Here's their chance.
Boy, Winwood, and it would be the ground game.
Right.
Hang on to the football, protect the football. Maybe they have a chance, but Saline's tough.
Saline is tough. They're always tough. 2-1 Monroe at 2-1 Ann Arbor Skyline.
I'm going to go with the Trojans here. I think they just got tripped up last week. I really don't know what happened. I think Jackson has a solid team, but I think Monroe wins this game. I think the Trojans rebound.
I think so, too. On the road, Ann Arbor Skyline, it won't be easy. Coming off a loss, I think Coach Notario has his team's attention this week. I don't think they expected to lose last week. Big bounce-back victory on the road, and Monroe hopefully moves to 3-1.
Yeah.
1-2 Erie Mason at 1-2 Hudson.
I would imagine are they the Tigers? Mm-hmm. Hudson, the Tigers can't be happy.
No.
And they got drubbed in Dundee last week, and they like to run the football at Hudson. I think Mason has a hard time stopping the run.
They do.
They'll fling it around and try and run it themselves, but I think Hudson wins this game. Uh-oh, here we go. He's got a different pick.
I'm going with my Eagles on the road. Hudson is not the Hudson of old. We know that. They're not the Hudson of last year. They're down. They're young. So is Mason. I think Mason sneaks up. I think they score just enough points. I think the score is something like 31-28. And Mason pulls it off.
50-49 maybe?
Mason pulls it off. Boudry has a big game. Go Eagles. All right, 1-2 Summerfield at 1-2 Britton Deerfield.
I'll go with the Bulldogs of Summerfield here. I don't think BD quite has the team that Summerfield has. It'll be competitive. You know, they're not far from each other. Good rivalry game, but I think Summerfield wins that game and evens up their record at 2-2.
Yeah, I really have nothing to add. Summerfield is the better team, the better program, and they get the win on the road, move to 2-2. Both taking Summerfield. All right, 2-1. Whitmore Lake at 3-0. Whiteford, Chris.
I think, you know, Whitmore Lake isn't known as a football school, and the fact that they're 2-1 at this point is fairly surprising. They don't have a JV program.
So you're taking
over
Whitmore
there.
Lake? You're taking Whitmore Lake?
100-0. Whiteford.
What? Not Whitmore Lake?
No way.
Okay. Neither of us are going to pick against Whiteford the whole year, so yeah, there's no suspense or mystery in that pick.
No chance.
Whitmore Lake has zero chance. Nobody in Division 8 has a chance, in my opinion.
Ooh, that's
Nobody. All right.
Wow.
Moving on. 0-3 Jefferson at 1-2 Airport, right here down the road.
I'm sure they'll all be here before the game.
McCormick Field, right?
They'll be here after the game. You know, this is a pretty good rivalry. I remember the heyday back in the, we'll call it the 90s and early, what do they call it, 2000s or the millennium? I don't know what they call it. Some great games. I think this is a game where Jefferson can stay in it. However, I think Airport has the better team, and they're looking to right the ship at 2-2 after thumping Huron last week. I'm going to go with the Airport Jets.
I think Jefferson can keep it close for a little while. You know, cut down the turnovers and that sort of thing. Looks like Jefferson might have their defense fixed.
You trolling the troll?
Airport has, he might be in there. Airport has a lot of weapons. They're good on offense. I just don't think Jefferson can score enough points to beat Airport. I got Airport winning this one as well. They get to 2-2, and yeah, at that point, anything can happen for them.
See what happens.
The season's right at 2-2. 1-3, big trouble. All right, 3-0, Grozeal at 1-2 Huron.
Well, I mean, Grozeal's obviously a better team on the island.
Yes.
For whatever strange,
you better
weird
pick your Chiefs. You better pick
reason. I'm not picking the Chiefs. No chance.
Come on.
I'm trying to win my picks here. I'm going with Grozeal. No offense to the Huron Chiefs. I think Grozeal's just got a better team at this point. And whether they're running the ball or throwing the ball, they're going to put up points. I don't think Huron can score with Grozeal.
Huron hasn't been able to score with anybody. That's been the problem. Grozeal's better. They moved to 4-0. They got to be feeling good about themselves. I'm taking the Red Devils too. But
way to go out on the limb.
We talked in the beginning. Maybe this is the time, 4th, 5th, 6th game that Huron starts to find themselves a little bit, and we'll see. Maybe this is the game.
Yeah,
but yeah, we're not going to go against the grain that much. Taking the Red Devils. Moving on, 2-1 Riverview at 3-0 Milan. Big game.
Oh, what do you think, Gary?
You want me to? You going to go opposite of me
last week?
You going to go opposite of me? I tell you what.
I know who I'm going to pick, but go ahead.
I know who you're picking too, and I'm going to pick the other team. I'm going to Riverview. Riverview has to have the game just like SMCC had to have it last week. I think that means a lot. Milan's very good. It's going to be a great game. I think the score needs to be in the 20s for Riverview to win the game, and I think they can do that. If it gets up in the 30s or 40s even, Riverview probably won't win that game. I'm taking Riverview on the road in a must-win to stay in the Huron League race.
Milan, this is their first home game of the year?
First home game of the year.
They're going to have a huge crowd out there. They're 3-0. They're putting up points. They're playing defense. They got special teams rolling. I go with Milan.
You probably won't pick against them the rest of the year until maybe week 10 of the playoffs or week 11. Who knows?
Somewhere.
I may not either, to be honest. Milan, they're looking good. All right, so 1-2 Flat Rock at 2-1 SMCC. Another big game.
It's my homeboys, right?
Homeboys. This is my homeboys.
1984 graduate. What year did you graduate? You're younger.
89.
He looks older though, doesn't he? With the beard and all that. From SMCC 89, right? I have to go with my brain in this situation, and I just think SMCC wins this game. Quite honestly, I hope Flat Rock wins.
Yeah, I'm
sorry,
sure,
man.
I'm sure that's quite okay. I like Flat Rock. I like.
No, how can you not, man? You like everything about their program, what they're doing over there right now.
Of course, I'm going to go with the Falcons in this one. I'm not going to go against the grain. Could be a little bit of a letdown game. I think the Falcons need to guard against that. We talked to Coach Kip last night when we taped the radio show. He's saying the win against Riverview galvanized the team. They had a great practice yesterday. So if that's the case, look out. SMCC could be on their way.
Yeah, let me say this. We filmed that show, 98.3 National Icon, and it previews the game. Mm-hmm. Coach Kip's a great guy. Mm-hmm. And we talk with him on the air, and then we talk with him off the air. And he's the type of guy I'd like my kid to play football for.
Yep.
He's really a great guy.
He's good on the radio, too.
He really is. He's got that voice.
We throw him some screwball questions because we really don't think of him until 5 seconds before we ask.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything that's coming.
He's always got a good answer, yes.
He's a good guy. I really like him. And with that said, quite honestly, I hope he loses this week, but I picked the Falcons.
Yeah, Flat Rock might keep this one close. But I just think that the Falcons are going to roll from here on out. And I'm taking the Falcons, but this is the third game.
They're going to roll from here on out. Look out Roseville Airport.
This is the third game for Flat Rock of the. They've played the three toughest teams.
It's
finally over after this week. But I thought they would get one of those games. They had their opportunities in the other two.
All right.
They'll have their opportunities in this one too.
Okay. How many we got left here?
Last one. This is the Gerwick Nissan Game of the Week. 3-0 Dundee, ranked in the state at 2-1. Ida, huge game, big rivalry.
This is a huge game on so many levels. One, it's our Gerwick Nissan Game of the Week. Mm-hmm. It's huge in the LCAA. Mm-hmm. And our boy Frank is the social media director for the Dundee Vikings.
Yes.
Yet he's a graduate of Ida.
Yes. He's all about Dundee now, though.
He really is, though. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but
they hired him.
They did. They hired him.
Yeah.
So, with that said, I really don't know who I'm choosing, but I said last week I am not picking against Ida. I will not pick against Ida. Ida, Blue Streaks.
Dang it. I'm not picking against Ida the rest of the year. Putting it out now. Ida's, they're real good. I mean, I don't know. So was Dundee. If Dundee can win this game.
Wow, look out.
Dundee really has something, and they will be the complete and utter surprise of the year of our 16 teams.
I agree, and let's face it, Ida dropped the ball last week, literally a couple times inside 5-yard line, I think it was. But I think Ida wins this game, but who knows? I think that's the game I'm going to go to this weekend. If I could pull some strings and maybe get in there, it's going to be a packed house.
I would assume it would be. And yeah, so we're both taking.
Do people drive their tractors to the games?
They do, yeah, I've seen it.
That's awesome.
Yes, they do.
Love it. Any combines, I wonder?
I don't know about the combines, but the tractors most definitely.
Okay.
So yeah, we're both taking Ida. I hope it's a great game. I want it to be a great game.
Yeah.
I don't really care who wins, to be honest. I just want it to be a great game.
In the grand scheme of things.
For both programs.
Yeah.
Let's have it be a great game, and both teams, kind of do themselves right and go on to a big season after that.
Right.
But,
now you were 8-3 last week, and I was 7-4. So you're up a couple games. I can't remember what Frank did, but we'll have that.
Wait till my Eagles beat Hudson. Then we're going to talk.
Yeah.
Then we're going to talk.
Might have to get your head examined. But anyway, sorry guys.
All right, so we're out of here then, I think.
Yeah, it was good. Make sure you come on out to 32 Taps. If you're the Jefferson folk, get here. I spoke to someone last Friday. They were in and out in about an hour and 10 minutes last week, which is pretty good. So get here maybe 5:45. You probably get there over game time, plenty of time.
And I want to remind everybody, we do still have our shirts, our Friday Night Victors shirts, made by Varsity Athletic and Randy.
Yeah, they're starting to fly out the door, so pick them up. And
$20.
Our sizes are a little smaller, what we got left.
You can email us. You can hit the donate button. A donation of $20 or more, and we'll send your shirt. We'll get it to you somehow, some way. So hit that donate button or email us at FridayNightVictors@gmail.com, and we'll get you a shirt.
Okay.
They're nice shirts, I think.
Hopefully we're under 15 minutes.
We're definitely under 15 minutes. We're at 13 minutes and 12 seconds.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to do it for week 4 of our picks. And we hope for a great week. Hope everyone stays healthy. And we'll see you here next time at Friday Night Victors.